Hi everyone, Master Creator 1998 here, and today, I will tell you fun facts about unreleased film of Jeff Smith's Bone. Jeff Smith's Bone will be released in theaters by Paramount and Nickelodeon Movies. In August 1998, before the Rugrats movie was released, Jeff Smith signed a deal with Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies to produce an animated adaptation of Bone. A first draft of the script was written a year later, when Jeff Smith stating that pre-productions may start in 2000, with him to lead as director. In the summer 2000, as the reported by Corona Coming Attractions, it was to be traditionally animated by character builders. Jeff Smith's now deducted animation studio, and with a tentative release set for 2002. However, while Nickelodeon and Paramount were both very high on producing it in meetings, they wouldn't return any phone calls from Jeff Smith afterwards, and have the choice to let the Bone film rights expire later that year, which will foreshadow the eventual fate of the film. The story would have followed the Bone cousins ending up in the valley where they would meet Thorn and Grandma Ben. Jeff Smith pitched the story to be very simple, but with an open ending that could potentially lead to more sequels for the future. However, Nickelodeon want to change the ending and make the film more kid-friendly. Most notably, they wanted the Bones to be played by children and for Bone to have magic gloves. They also wanted to shift more focus on the character Thorn, and even debated focusing the movie on her instead. There were also talks for pop songs by NSYNC and Britney Spears to be featured in the film soundtrack, which was quickly turned down by Jeff Smith. The executive meddling caused Jeff Smith to walk out of the film, resulting in productions being cancelled in August 2000. But in September 2000 interview with the Comics 2 film website, Jeff Smith said even after the film's initial end the prior month, there was still a chance for it to be made. As he stated, "I'm definitely not running away from it. In fact, we're still talking. I think things are good. I'm not frustrated in any way. We're just taking a breather. I just had to hit the reset button." By December 2002, in an IGN interview where he is asking 10 questions about himself, Jeff Smith said he shelved the idea of an animated Bone at the time, seemingly killing any hope for the original film version to be produced. Jeff Smith's Bone will be released in theaters by Warner Bros. Animation. Nearly 8 years after the previous version was cancelled, it was revealed in March 2008 that a new Bone film was in productions. This time, it was to be Disturbing by Warner Bros. Pictures, with Dan Lin producing and Jeff Smith coming on board as executive producer. Anime Logic and Dan Lin Pictures were to produce, as it was later announced in 2009, that the film was instead of going to become a CGI trilogy, with motion capture animation be provided by the former. The first film in the proposal trilogy would have been based on either the first 3 or 4 books with a potential PG-13 rating attached, and was to be written by Justin Monjo. A 4-minute animation demo reel was shown to Jeff Smith in summer 2011, who described it as fun. Bone was falling in the water and going through cliffs and canyons. The dragon moved in form off camera in the shadows with smoke around him, all in 3D. It was pretty mind-blowing. In January 2012, Patrick Sean Smith was brought onto the right from working on a previous draft by Justin Monjo, and PJ Hogan signed on as a director with projected release date in 2013 or 2014. However, no updates on the film came for nearly 5 years. In November 2016, Mark Osborne and Adam Klein were revealed to write the film trilogy, effectively replacing Jeff Smith and PJ Hogan. There has been no further news on the project since, and with an announcement of Bone animated series coming to Netflix in October 2019, the project is all but certain to be shelved. However, on April 20, 2022, Netflix cancelled their accept altogether, leaving the series' future to become animated in question. Prior to that cancellation in December 2021, it was revealed that at one point in development, Mark Osborne was joined by Shannon Tyndall and Jorge R. Gutierrez to write the trilogy simultaneously, with the plan to direct one of the 3 films each. It was implied the adaptation was briefly considered to be moved to 20th Century Fox, but any plans fell through once Disney's acquisition of the company was fulfilled in 2019. The tweet remains the only public mention of an alleged Fox version.